los prodigios que habían visto, diciendo: Bendito el Rey que viene en nombre del Señor.
The solemn sounds of prayer and hushed conversations show the respect that visitors of the Oklahoma City Bombing Memorial have for this place and for the victims of the attack. The site has changed dramatically since April 19th of 1995. Rubble is now replaced by a reflection pool laid between two gates, one representing the minute before the attack, one representing the minute after. And this, the field of empty chairs, one chair for each of the 168 lives lost, many of them children.
We can't go to the water right now, Hannah.
My own children, now the same age as many of the victims, look over the site.
We see the water.
Yeah. While fascinated by the memorial, my kids are too young to understand the gravity of what happened here. My wife and I try to explain without putting a real sense of fear in them, but how do you explain this to a child? That kids their own age were literally obliterated. How do you explain the story behind these pictures? A lone shoe stuck between concrete slabs, a toy scattered among debris, cars barely recognizable, and of course, that gaping hole. They do understand something bad happened here, even to children their own age. So they decide to write a message to the kids who perished that day.
I draw pictures for the children. I wrote a cross and I wrote a heart.
Watching my children, it truly hits home for my wife and me. Innocence was lost that day. Among the memorial's visitors, you can sense the anger towards the terrorists who blew up this building. 12 years after the bombings here in Oklahoma City, the feelings here are still surprisingly very, very raw, and probably nothing captures the emotions of that day better than this memorial wall here in Oklahoma City, showing the faces of the victims of this tragedy. Two kids, brothers, killed in the second-floor daycare. Another man died during what he thought would be his normal morning routine. But there are the survivors, many whose names line the survivors' wall on the east side of the memorial. Another sign of life, a 90-year-old American elm tree sitting just feet from the point of explosion somehow survived the brunt of the blast. A sign of hope that despite tragic events, life still continues. The signs are all around us. We remember the tragedy, honor the lost, and show respect, all the while teaching our children to respect life and to live accordingly.